So I'm back, married man. So sorry all those ladies out there now, but I'm officially taken and I'm not on the market anymore. So thank you, Mrs. Janet Ruth Warrener, for marrying me. Back at work now, just want to thank the guys for looking after the business. There's been all sorts going on and I'll talk you through it as we move along. One of the things that I did promise to do is to talk about some of the cars that we built in the past before. So I'm going to take you into the body shop, which isn't finished yet. We've still got a few more weeks to go. And we're going to talk about one of the cars that we built a few years back. So here it is. For all you 35 GTR lovers, and there's plenty of yous out there, this was my personal car for many years. Nissan R35 GTR CBA, one of the first models, registered 2010. I bought this car a number of years ago, totally stock apart from a little bit of engine tuning. And then over the years, with the contacts that I've got at the NISMO Mori factory in Japan, I set about creating what I felt represented the car that NISMO would build for somebody if you went into their showroom in Tokyo and said, I want a special car building, and this is what I ended up with. So I'm just going to quickly walk around some of the obvious bits and pieces and then start talking you through some of the finer details. In 2018, I was in Japan, went to the NISMO festival, and at the time when I met the NISMO engineers, they just launched a brand new body kit for the CBA. And this is the body kit. I looked at it, I saw it, I liked it, I loved it. £9,000 later on, and a year later, the body kit turned up. It's the only one in Europe as far as I'm aware of. If anybody knows any different, you know what to do, drop some comments down below and we can have a chat about it. So just to take you from the front of the car, and I can show you what NISMO designed and wind tunnel tested. So every part that I've done to this car now enhances the aerodynamics and the handling stability of the car, and the NISMO brochure likens it to a GT500 version, and it increases the downforce basically. And from the front, we've got a different splitter on the front there with a load section on the front. This feeds beautiful cold air into the brakes. This is a little addition which we've done. This forces cold air into the air intake system. As we move further back through, these are dry carbon wings which are used on the N-Attack version, which set the Nürburgring track record. Unavailable to buy anywhere in the world. And I managed to get a set from NISMO, so thank you very much for that. The aero kit continues along the side. We can see down here, different side skirts as well. Again, wind tunnel tested, and we can see that this is designed to push air down onto this section here, which increases the downforce. And then we've got some small sections here which feed the air up along the side. Taking it further back again, a little bit of a section down there, again, which just forces the back of the car down. So all of those are genuine 100% NISMO items. Moving on to the back spoiler. This came off an original NISMO, and again, I was really lucky enough to get one. Just to let people know, things like these NISMO spoilers, if they're genuine and you want to buy one, unfortunately, if you don't own a NISMO, you can't. Nissan actually asked for you to produce the logbook, and they also want to know the reason why you want to buy another spoiler. So if you say the car's been involved in an accident and it's been damaged, fair enough, they'll supply you with one, provided you produce a logbook and then you send the damaged bit back as well. So that's how hard these are to come by. So I'm very fortunate to have been able to purchase one of these. And I actually had to fly to Tokyo to buy this middle section because I couldn't order one through the Nissan dealer system in the United Kingdom. Every time I tried to order one, it got blocked by NISMO Japan. They would not allow this little light cluster to leave Japan, end of period, and eventually I had to book a flight and fly out to Tokyo and go in and literally plead and beg to manage to get one of these. So we did manage to get one eventually. Around the back, if you look at the exhaust system, you'll see this is very different to what you normally see. This is a NISMO Spec V exhaust system. It's titanium from the tips at the back all the way to the front connector for the turbos. Unavailable to buy. The current price of this quoted in the NISMO factory catalogue is an eye-watering £14,500, and that's just for the exhaust system. And guess what? Unless you own a Spec V or a NISMO that was built with the system, you cannot go and buy one. Yet again, I've got to thank my contacts in Nissan and in Japan to help me find one of these little exhaust systems here. Super rare, super hard to come by. If you've got one fitted to your car, well done. You've got yourself a proper little gold nugget investment ideal there. So that's the aero kit side taking care of it. Now we'll move on to the suspension. Magnesium alloy wheels off the NISMO edition and off the NISMO Track edition. Extremely rare, super hard to come by. They weigh about the same as a packet of Rizzler cigarette skins. It's superb wheels to have on. Just as a little bit of a tip, the heavier the wheel, the more of a negative effect it has on the handling of the car. So what we've got here is the magnesium alloys to go with it, and then the shockers, which I've got fitted to this car as well. Again, they come from a 2015 NISMO. Something again which you can't order, but I've really been fortunate enough to be able to source them. Moving back along the side here, and I was talking about these wings, and now you've got the side profile. You can see this extra bit which is built into these dry carbon wings, and these increase the downforce on the front end of the car significantly. When you drive it, you can feel the difference. Once you get up to that 60-70 miles an hour, you can really feel the car getting sucked down onto the tarmac, and it gives the driver a lot more confidence to kind of tackle those sweeping bends. Mechanically wise, at the front end, we went and fitted a brand new differential. It's called a conical differential, transforms the car again, gives it a very positive front wheel drive feeling, whilst we all know the GTRs are predominantly rear wheel drive. With the addition of the new spec differential in the front, which we kind of had produced for the vehicle. Again, this car's all about the handling. It's not just about the looks, it's about the handling as well. And I've tried to really balance the package out. Moving up into the engine, we run with catalytic converters still in place, so it's MOT friendly. Puts out around 660 brake horsepower, 660 foot-pound of torque, so it's a square equation engine, and it makes for a very lively, very responsive engine that you can kind of use every day, and you don't have the fears of going to press the button and the engine just won't start up for whatever reason. But very safe, and you can take it for an MOT. You don't have to kind of have your fingers crossed that the MOT test is going to turn a blind eye to it. If at home, this is the kind of build that you're looking for, and I'm currently telling you a lot of this stuff is unavailable. What I am saying to you is, I'm fortunate enough to have contacts in Japan, in the Amori factory, with Nissan as well, to be able to source the majority of the stuff on this vehicle. So if you're after the aero kit, I can supply the aero kit to go with it. If you're after the wheels, I can source the wheels for you. The exhaust system, you can ask me, but I can't make a guarantee on the exhaust system. And then the same again with the rear spoiler. Some things I'm going to struggle to get second time round, but I was really fortunate enough to get them first time round. I hope the camera picks this up, but you can kind of see the finish in the paintwork. So this is a Heritage Paint Program car. We got this car, I'll show you some pictures of it, took it up in the air, stripped everything all out, took all the glass out and took it back to total bare metal. With our paint supplier, PPG, we then did a full build-up paint, and we finished it off with our ceramic lacquer finish. This isn't a wax, it's not a polish, this is actually a lacquer that we apply to the vehicle, and it's ceramic. It's extremely tough, very hard wearing. You can literally take a wire brush and drag it across the bonnet and it does not scratch it. I wouldn't advise anybody to do it, but I can assure you this car has had a lot of beating on the track since we painted it, and if you have a good look at the paint finish now, you can just see how clean it is. So if you've got a 35, a 34, or even a non-Nissan, but you're looking for a good quality paint job, come and see us. We only use PPG. We do a 10-year warranty on our paint work. 10 years. If you come to us and we do a bare metal paint job on your vehicle, I will guarantee that paint work against fade, blister, discoloration for 10 years. That's a market best. Nobody else out there, as far as I know, would be prepared to do that. But this is us standing by the quality of the products that we use. We've got some great content coming up for you over the next few weeks to months. I want to show you about a grail car that I'm going to build, and this is my personal car. It's going to take about 3 years for me to build it. I just managed to acquire it very fortunately last week. You'll see it in its raw state. We've got people asking about R32s. When are we going to run a feature on R32? and also R34s because we've done 33s. So inside here, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we've got tucked away and we're going to do some future presentations on. Come on. First one, now you might look at this and go, wow, that's a nice looking car, but when you see what I'm going to transform this car into, I think you'll understand. For me, this is my poster car. In its current form, it's beautiful. When you see what we are going to build here by hand in our restoration centre, you'll hopefully understand why this is my poster car. Now, I've got my Hakasuka. I'm really blessed to own that vehicle. But now the question is, now I'm going to build my next car. Do I keep my Hakasuka or do I sell it? We've got plenty of interest in it. Again, if you want to take a comment, does Dave keep the Hako? Does he sell the Hako? Does he let it go? Because I would love for it to get out there into the show arena for somebody else to own it. If I need to keep it, I will do. But now there's a new apple in my eye. We've had people asking about R32. Are we going to do a series on R32? Well, here's the car that we're going to run a series on with the R32. It's literally just arrived from a customer. It's been in storage for many years. He's a keen, avid follower of us on our YouTube, so thank you very much. Along with the other tens of thousands of people that are now regularly giving us continuous hits, we just want to, from the centre, give a really big heartfelt thank you for all the support we're getting off everybody. So R32 GTR, it's the iconic dark metallic grey. This car literally is totally stock standard. This truly is now becoming a collector's vehicle, and we're going to run a full issue on R32 starting from its concept all the way through to when they finished it in late 94, early 95. So I just want to say thank you very much again from me, from the staff and from everybody that's involved in it, all the way through to Mrs. Warrener, my new wife. Thank you very much for putting up with me and all of the chew that I go through with everything every day. Thank you very much to the people that ping us messages at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning that are in Australia, Japan and all the way around the world asking for our 34 panels. We've got them, but we keep them for our restoration. Just back away from me for a moment, and I just want to walk you through something which to me, I walk into the room and I'll go, wow. Do you know anywhere globally, and this is the challenge, and I'm looking for people to comment down below, any other garages that can say they specialise in the brand covering these eras? DR30, R31, 32 GTR, Silver 33 GTR, 34 GTR, next door 35 GTR. If you're looking for a specialist, if you want somebody to take care of your car, if you're looking for it to be serviced, painted, maintained, restored, repaired, or tuned, seriously think about dropping us a message. I did mention last time when we were here at 3 o'clock in the morning as we started to move in what was happening. We've secured the showroom. We're currently getting the showroom fitted out, and we've secured our dyno. So the dyno is going to be good for about 2,400 wheel horsepower. That's due to be installed late July, early February. It's all happening. It's getting really exciting, folks. And I just want to say once again, thank you for following, and I look forward to speaking to you next week. Thank you.
Mate, welcome back. It's great to have you back, man.
Great to be back, pal. But seriously, 65 years old has. That's
John called you 70.
Mate,
John called you 70.
I swear down. You know what? There's a thing called karma. And when you throw stuff out in the universe, it comes back and it bites you in the arse.
Oh, mate, it's only a joke.
Seriously,
You've done
mate,
worse to me.
I know I've done worse,
to
but
me.
you know what? I'm going to get you back for that one, pal.
Well, you know, next week.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Okay,
next week.
see you later.
All right, see you, mate. I'm just going to go for it. Tinkle. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dave? Dave? It's locked. Dave?